in ourselves, we tend to think like that change is in some way inauthentic, right? If we said we were one thing and then 2 years later we say that we're something else, then that means we weren't authentically, either the old thing or the new thing is inauthentic. And that's not how life works. Intensive. This is the beginning of your trainings, and I'm actually going to share this one larger with the membership as well. So welcome all you members here too. The next level intensive grew out of my own holy shit, I'm a mom moment. And I knew there were ways that I was going to level up this fall because my life was fundamentally changing. I knew that. And I was still not prepared for the way looking at my daughter makes me want to be everything that I can be. Makes me want to be better and smarter and kinder, more present, more focused, more engaged, more connected to my community, more connected to my family, more connected to my faith, more connected to who I am as a person, growing constantly internally and externally. I want to be stronger. I want to be more consistent in the things that I know are good for me. And I want all of that to be shown to my daughter. The next level for me very much surrounds wanting to be the best version of me so that I can be the best mom for my daughter. That is not necessarily what your best and what your next level is going to be about, but that is what started this for me. And I have taken that set of feelings and I've taken then the process that I went through afterwards. And from that, I created the next level intensive, which is fundamentally about growth and is perfectly timed for the end of the year because that's when we're all called, so to speak, to grow and develop. And our growth and develop is natural, right? Throughout our lives, we are growing and developing. The best example of this is, of course, babies. They are naturally progressing from, wiggling around on their tummies to crawling to walking to running. And at no point in their growth do we look at them and go, oh my gosh, look at her growing. She can now crawl. Look how she just rejected being immobile. What is going on? In ourselves, we tend to think like that change is in some way inauthentic, right? If we said we were one thing and then 2 years later we say that we're something else, then that means we weren't authentically, either the old thing or the new thing is inauthentic. And that's not how life works. We are naturally progressing at all points in our life. And there will always be people who look at you and go, excuse you trying to run. We're crawlers here. I can't believe you would think that you could be a runner. But that is what we are called to in life. That is one of our purposes here on life, is that I believe we're here to become the best versions of ourselves, to become better, to be constantly growing and developing. So that is what I want for you. That is what I want for everyone. And the next level is all about figuring out what is your crawling if you're just wiggling, and what is your walking if you are just crawling. What is your next level? I want you to know that you most likely already know what your next level is. Somewhere in your heart of hearts, at the back of your mind, little voice in your head already knows what is the natural progression for you. What is the next step? What is the next level? What is the way that you could be growing in this season of your life? It's a someday statement, right? Someday I will be the kind of person who exercises consistently. Someday I will be present on social media so that I can actually get my message out there. Someday I will finally get my desk organized, right? We have those someday things. And a lot of them are also, if I could only do X, then I'd get to Y, right? If I could only get my desk organized, then I could create the systems that would allow me to scale my business. Or if I could only, get a certain number of clients, then I'll launch what will actually be my flagship program, right? And a lot of the times that if I could do X so that then I can do Y, we just need to skip the X, right? We need to go for the Y. We need to go for the end goal that we've somehow put behind this wall of first I have to achieve this, right? Some babies go from wiggling to walking and they don't crawl very much, okay? That could be you. For other people, the next level is more, if only I could be, and this what you want to be is your next level, right? If only I could be consistent in taking care of myself, I would have the energy for X, Y, or Z, right? So maybe what your next level is surrounding something that you want to be and become and commit to cultivating in yourself. Let's talk about some of the types of next levels. The first one is often what we most frequently think of, which is doubling down. More of the same, but harder, faster, stronger, more focus, more commitment, right? And for some of you, that is your next level. Working on the things you're working on now, but really dialing them in and doing them consistently and doing them with more commitment and more focus. The second one could be just stop procrastinating. Stop putting off that thing you know you want to get to. That's that thing I told you you're putting behind a wall, right? If only I got to X number of clients, then I would launch the membership program of my dreams. Stop procrastinating. Let's go work on the membership, right? Stop waiting until you finish this book to start seeking speaking engagements. Stop waiting for your kids to graduate college before you really take your business seriously. Stop procrastinating. That could be your next level. The next one is streamlining. We tend to think about the ways that we need to expand to level up, but very, very often, narrowing our focus, narrowing and clarifying our offerings, narrowing who we serve even, is going to be the key to taking you to that next level, where you are serving a tiny niche with a well-tailored product that you can just blast off with. That could be your next level. Expanding your business. Maybe you need a new income stream or a new market that you haven't previously tapped, and that is where you need to up level, is expanding to serve a new market in a new way, or your same market in a new way. And then lastly, you could be expanding yourself. You could be taking on or honing a new identity that brings a new level of being or a new capacity to you. Maybe you have been seeing this as a side hustle, and it is time for you to expand into the role of, no, this is what I do. I'm a CEO. This is my business. Maybe you need to expand into a new identity, like I'm expanding into the identity of mom. Maybe you need to expand into a new set of personal practices that will allow you to up-level your capacity and therefore perform at a higher level across the board. Maybe what needs to be up-leveled is who you are, or a mindset that plays into who you are. When you're looking at discerning your next level, you're essentially looking at what way of being you are being drawn to, what job title or what type of person or what personality or not personality, perspective are you being drawn to? What new way of moving through the world do you feel called to execute? What new, stronger, more powerful version of you could you be stepping into? Right now, I want you to once again expand your view, right? I want you to think wide about this. And I don't want you to think about it with too much judgment, right? This is not the time for good idea versus bad idea. We're not marrying you yet to this. This is the beginning stages, and we'll evaluate if this is truly the next level for your business or if this is truly the next level for you and your development. But for now, I want you to think deeply about what are those things in the back of your head or weighing on your heart that you feel you are being called to up level to. I'm looking forward to helping you get there.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Elizabeth Tullis. Subscribe for content about a sustainable lifestyle, life design, self-care, household, maybe a little bit of parenting, and primarily entrepreneurship. I'm inviting you to download the free Full Focus app. It is available on Apple or Google, and that is going to give you access to all of our free business content. It's going to give you a look at our membership program, and it's going to give you lots of different resources on how to build a business that supports the life you want to live, where you get to have the good and you get to have the great. Go ahead and give me and the Emerald Office a follow on Instagram. Find us online at www.theemeraldoffice.com, and I can't wait to see you again.